If you've clicked on this video, you're most likely wondering, how do you gain confidence? And in today's video, I'm going to be giving you 5 strategies the top 1% in this world are using in order to gain and continue having their confidence. Let's get right to it. Number 1, now this is very important because in order for us to understand all the other strategies, we have to actually understand the basics of what actually is confidence. Now, many people get this confused with cockiness, arrogance, because let's be honest, right? There's a lot of people that walk into a room who act to be the smartest or they're the loudest and they believe to themselves that they're the best in the room, and that is not the most confident person. Now, confidence is having the ability to walk into a room and knowing that failure is an option and you are okay with that. Now, the most confident person understands that, hey, yes, I can fail, but I'm okay with that. And how can I still perform at the best and the highest level possible? And if you've realized, if you probably witnessed, is that the most confident person in the room is not the loudest. And most of the times, they're not the smartest either. You realize CEOs and executives at top companies, they're not very technical, right? These guys sometimes don't even write their own emails because they're not meant to be the smartest at technologies or certain areas. Their goal is to lead people, lead companies, lead organizations to the right path, and having confidence will allow you to have that same nature of the top 1%. That brings us to number 2, having a positive mindset. Listen, you cannot move forward in your life or have the ability to be confident if you don't have a positive mindset. Now, just like we talked about what confidence is, the ability to know and be okay with failing and still having a positive mindset is very important. Now, many people can look at a certain situation and still have a failure and say, I'm not going to go through with this. But having a positive mindset, understanding that, okay, no matter what goes on with this, I am personally going to tell myself, my mind, my heart, and my overall body that we're going to go through this. We're going to still try our absolute best. And if failure is still an option, we go through it, still do it. Waking up in the morning, right? Not every single day is going to be the best morning. Not every day will be perfect. You're still going to be tired. You're still going to be grumpy, but you have to get up. And you have to tell yourself that this is a new day. And with this new day, what happened in the past, what happened yesterday is not going to come on to today. We're going to make a new day happen. And shifting your brain to have those positive mindsets will allow you to have that extra edge of being more confident. And let's not get mistaken for, faking it till you make it. No, let's not say that, because that's actually hindering you down a rabbit hole of, going through your emotions and not really, it's more about falsifying your emotions, which we don't want to do. But essentially having a positive mindset and becoming better day by day will allow us to, again, be on the right path. The third strategy to gaining confidence, and this is a very important one here, is preparation in practice. Now, imagine if Kobe Bryant, who tragically passed away, walked onto the court during games and didn't practice. Do you believe that he would have been the greatest NBA player there was? No, he would not have been. What he had done was he would be practicing hours and hours and hours ahead of the games, allowing him to perform at his highest level. Now, same thing can go for you. If you are going through public speaking, if you have a meeting, if you have some sort of concept that you have to work on and you don't practice or prepare for it, you are most likely bound to either fail or not perform at your best level, right? If you prepare through all of your concept, it will give you a better chance to have that much more success. Again, not saying that you will always be successful, but putting yourself at the edge of preparation will allow you to have a much better odds of being successful. All right, number 4. Now, this one may be something that you may not have thought about, but body language and appearance is very important when being confident. Now, listen, look at this, right? If I put myself down my shoulders and I just be grouchy, I'm not really gonna feel confident. But if I'm gonna stand upright, I'm gonna sit upright with shoulders back, have that presence, it will, navigate that energy through the room. This person is confident. And listen, I don't have to be the smartest person. I don't have to know all the answers, but just having that persona of letting my body understand that, okay, you know what? We're gonna stay calm, we're be collected. Our body language can tell us this, allowing others to trust us, trust our instincts, trust our guidance during very stressful situations will allow us to be that more confident person in the room. And I'll give you a personal story here. there was a time back in 2018 when I was working defense contractor company, and we were going through quite a bit of a stressful situation where the company had gone through a cybersecurity breach. And in that room, right, there was just madness happening when I walked in. But for me, when I walked into that room, I knew that, listen, I am not smarter than any of these engineers, architects, or executives in the room, but I do know the topic that I know, the domain area, the technology that I know very well. So I went in, sat in the room, calm, collected, while everyone else was stressing out. When you stay calm, one of the executives that was in charge looked at me. He said, Faraz, what do you think we should do? And I laid it out to them exactly what we should do. And with me being calm and me having the confidence because I prepared and I practiced for these moments, allowed me to show everyone what the solution that we need to go after, allowing the company to overcome that breach and mitigate those risks that were in place. And that's why it's very important for all of us to have that moment to really slow it down, calm it down, take your deep breath, really understand your breathing techniques, and allowing yourself to just navigate with the flow of the energy in a positive way. And number 5, the last strategy here is facing your fears and failures. Listen, life is not always going to be a successful path up. You're going to have a lot of ups and downs. And actually, there's a spectrum of how things move in a line where it's not actually a straight line up. It's actually kind of a vertical that goes in a wave motions of how our life works, because you're going to have some down times and up times, and we have to be willing to accept the failures, because the failures are actually the lessons that teach us to become better, right? Those are the lessons that teach us that we won't do that again, we won't work on that again, or we won't take that same route, because it leads us to not giving us the outcome we're looking for. So actually having failures in your life are actually big teaching lessons for you to become successful and head to the right path you're looking for. And really facing that with confidence and your head straight at it will allow you to, go after what you're chasing, right? If you are afraid of public speaking, which I used to be in the past, but now I've overcame that fear because I did it by repeating myself. I put myself in front of a camera. I started talking in front of people, giving different talks, because listen, I still get nervous. I still get anxiety before stepping on a stage, but am I scared? Am I fearful of it? No, I'm just nervous. I'm excited. I have emotions building in me, but I know in myself that I'm very confident in order for myself to go up on stage and be able to talk to no matter what the group is, because I've done everything in my power to prepare, to go through and have everything ready. And listen, you can be the most prepared in this world, but you can still not, be as successful as you would expected. But as long as you're trying and as long as you're okay with the concept of failing, then you are on the right path of being confident. And there you have it. These were the 5 strategies that the top 1% of leaders in this world are using in order to gain and continue gaining their confidence. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, I would highly recommend all of you to go ahead and implement these strategies in your own personal life. And again, it doesn't have to be an overnight change. One step at a time, 1% change every day would lead you into a much greater outcome versus trying to go at it all at once. Now, if you'd like to learn how to be a good leader, go ahead and click on the link below, and I will catch you on the other side.